With ChatGPT's latest update, you can generate and transform your images into any art style you can think of. And you can even mix and match any of these styles to create brand new ones. I've got 111 jaw-dropping art styles to inspire you, and we've already gotten started. And make sure you stick around till the end because the last 11 images show off some of the most popular styles for animated YouTube channels and for illustrated storybooks. Not only that, but I'm also going to show you how you can create your own custom styles. Oh, and by the way, there's a simple cheat sheet linked in the description below. It's an alphabetized reference of every art style in this video, along with a brief description of each. So that's the first batch of images, but while we're moving right along, I thought it might be useful for you to note how I created all the images for this video. Inadvertently, I ended up mixing styles with my process. Because in most cases, I wasn't starting with a realistic image, I was starting with a stylized one. I didn't notice at first because I began with a photorealistic style for all those eye images, and to be honest, I'm no art expert, so I'm not sure if the style mixing is happening in these volcano landscapes or not. But as I moved on to creating the third batch of images, I definitely noticed the style blending. And I think you will too. This bowl of fruit was created to show off cubism, and I recognized the signature style's blockiness coming through in almost all the rest of the fruit images. What do you think? Do you see a cubist influence in these? Can you say Pablo Picasso-esque? That's just to say, I think you might want to consider what style your image is currently in, and maybe change those images into a photorealistic style first, to sort of wipe the slate clean and start from scratch. Let's pause for a quick comparison so you can see what I mean. To get this image, I asked ChatGPT to transform this cubist bowl of fruit into an action painting. But when I asked Chat to create a bowl of fruit in the style of an action painting right from the get-go, you can see that there's no trace of cubism anywhere to be found. So the first image I shared with you is more like a cubism action painting blend, really. Okay, now you know how and why some of these styles may have strayed from their traditional looks. Hey, want to know a fun fact about why these clocks say 10:10? In product photography shoots, analog watches are almost always set to 10:10. Not only does it give off a happy face vibe, but it also gives the watch balance and symmetry without blocking the clock's logo or any other special features. If you don't specify what time your clock should be set at, I'd bet most image generators are going to come up all 10s. So anyway, back to business because I've got a few more tips for you on how you can use the resources in this video. I'm sure it's clear to you by now how you can blend image styles by simply naming them all in your prompt. But here's something you may not have thought of. You can also blend styles using only their characteristics. I'm telling you, download the cheat sheet I've linked below and try this. Here I've got all my styles, but I'm going to actually scroll horizontally so I can hide these. Then I'm gonna randomly select some of my favorite descriptions. I'll copy and paste these 3 into ChatGPT and ask it to create an abstract image of a woman. And wow, isn't that beautiful? Let's see if we can replicate this style with another image. And yeah, that looks spot on to me. You can even ask ChatGPT to name your new style and remember it for future reference. Feel free to steal this one if you like it as much as I do. In fact, I'll just add this in as a bonus. Why not? Okay, back to where we left off. If you're wondering what prompt I used to create these images, well, it wasn't a beautifully composed poetic masterpiece by any means. It's not even all that well written. I asked ChatGPT to write it for me, and it seems a bit redundant, but I find that redundancy is just emphasis to chatbots, so I don't try to correct it. Here it is. Edit the attached image to appear in the style of, insert style here, preserving the same composition and wide aspect ratio, but applying the visual hallmarks of insert style and style description here. And don't worry, that's also included in the cheat sheet I've linked below. Fun fact, when you combine neon and vector art like this, It's actually easier for AI to preserve sharpness and color accuracy, especially when you're generating in high contrast styles. Don't get it twisted, though, because using the term vector art doesn't actually produce true vector files. It just mimics the style: flat color, clean lines, bold edges. The AI will output a raster pixel-based image just with a vector look. Now, admittedly, some of these image style transformations were total experiments. From land art to installation art to performance art. All of these ended up coming out really beautifully, even though I was skeptical about using 3D art styles on 2D artworks. So that just goes to show you, don't be afraid to experiment. You might be surprised with your results. Who here has ever heard of bio art? Yeah, it was a first for me too. Purtiest petri dish you ever did see, this image right here. Bet you didn't even know you were looking at a petri dish. I didn't either the first time I saw this. Remember, all 111 style names and their details are in the cheat sheet in the description beneath this video. Okay, back to the art style grind. We're in the final stretch now, and I'm curious, what's your favorite art style? Do you create AI images in a style that wasn't included in this list? Have you created your own art style? What do you do with your images? If you have the time, I'd love to know what you're creating with AI tools. Feel free to let me know in the comments. For me, this video was a fun experiment. I usually do more in-depth tutorials on AI tools on this channel, but I thought that this style guide could be helpful and serve as a breath of fresh air for me to play with a new format. If you're liking this video so far, give me a thumbs up so I know I should make more videos like this. I've got some other ideas for AI lookbooks and style guides that I could create for you, so let me know if it's something you're interested in. Speaking of which, I'm already in the process of making y'all another cheat sheet for leveling up your AI-generated images. This one's a cinematic cheat sheet for all the film industry insider terminology you need to be using in your image and video prompts if you want scroll-stopping results. I'll show you what a difference this could make in just a minute, but first I wanted to ask you, have you ever seen this symbol before? It's called the flower of life, and I'll answer that question for you because if you've watched this channel recently, you definitely have seen it. It's right here, hanging in my avatar's background. Fun fact about the flower of life, it's been found in ancient ruins on every single continent on this planet. That's gotta mean something, right? As a super spiritual, but non-religious person, I resonate deeply with this symbol's secular ubiquity. At some point, I wanted this channel to be where spirituality and AI meet, but it seems like the AI has overpowered the spiritual, at least for now. I don't think that'll be the case forever, though. I have faith that AI will help us to become the truest forms of ourselves in the coming years, giving us more time and space to just be. Anyway, we've made it to the final 11 art styles you can create in ChatGPT, and I'll start off by noting that I did start with a realistic image for this batch of images. I went from this plain image to this dramatic image, using some of those terms I mentioned that are in that crazy valuable cinematic cheat sheet I made for you. See what I mean? Obviously, I used the latter image to try out some of my favorite art styles, and I'm sure you recognize many of these. They're super popular as far as animated art styles go. This one kinda looks like Pixar made a K-drama about seagulls. Don't ask me why, but cinematic lighting plus cute proportions will usually get you halfway there. Well, now that you know how to style your images, you want to learn how to edit your images in ChatGPT too? Watch this video next and you can get results just as good, if not better, than a Photoshop Pro. I promise you, I used Photoshop for years and this impressed the pants off of me. Not literally, of course. It impressed the pants on me, actually. You'll see what I mean when you watch the video.